Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrine's Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert, and you have now entered into the Hangout. And we have my brother Chris with us today, an ex-member of the Ra Squad. He's talking about the Freemason fiasco that took place here a couple years back. Um, he's also going to be doing an interview with us tomorrow, exclusive interview tomorrow, talking about some things, but I'm gonna let him explain it to you to open up the show. So, Chris, you got the mic.
All right, peace. Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna do the interview. Basically, gonna be exposing a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of people's names are gonna get brought up for the specific purpose that, like I said before, we're still in a spiritual war. We're still battling spiritual principalities, and it's still propaganda and things floating around out there. You had people like Polite, basically, slandering me, my family, things like that. So I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand on the truth, and I'm going to defend the name of my family, and I'm going to basically expose people in the conscious community. You got guys who are married to white women and things like that. I'm gonna go in on Brother Polite and the blood sacrifice that took place with him, and basically that's what we're gonna do. Because it comes a time where these guys, they think it's certain people out here they could just push around and say this and that about, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand on the truth. I'm gonna defend the name of my family, and I'm gonna put some of these guys out there, for the stuff that they've been doing and for a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, because it's the right time. It needs to be done, and ain't nobody gonna you just look at the way that they pretty much started. They started this spiritual warfare against, all these different groups and things like that. A lot of these guys, like I said before, they're Freemasons. A lot of them have connections with boulets and organizations that are headed and ran by boulets. You see now they're starting to wear the Black Panther apparel and things like that. They're doing that for protection because, at the end of the day, they have a lot. It's just so many different holes that they're digging for themselves. And, like you said before, it's time that people start standing up to the propaganda and the criminal empire, as we call it, that's going on over there at Shotnetter TV, and the things that these guys are doing. So, my family stands behind me on this, and tomorrow is just gonna be we're just gonna put these guys out there, and we're gonna tell you, what we found out, and we're just gonna tell you what we already know. So that's that. But let's go ahead and play the clip. I want to go into partly what was the origin of the Freemason fiasco. Now let me just give a little history before we play the clip. So basically, I was on Carbon Radio with Poverty Supreme in the UK. I used to do my own blog talk with, we used to be affiliated with the Supreme Creator and the Great Ali. So, this was during the time when I was basically, I was messing with Divine in Brooklyn and some of my family out there, Unique and them, who were students of Black Messiah. And, this was a time where I was looking at this conscious community thing, and it was basically all just a battle against the nation of gods and earths. It was all just a battle against certain groups and things like that. But then, I was seeing the boule aspect of it, and a lot of us was seeing that, Supreme, and a lot of us were seeing this shit. So we were hitting a lot of these guys on the blog talk thing. So Poverty Supreme in the UK contacted me, and he wanted me to be a co-host on his radio show. So I came over there. We did it for a little bit. There was one broadcast in particular where we had the Toe Tech. I said, that's my boy out there, Houston, Texas. He's a member of the Edgar Casey Foundation. I am too. So shout out to him. We brought him on. We all had a disagreement on the subject of human origins. Then from that particular show on, then that's when we started, shifting and joining other blog talk. And then, we was bringing other people on and things like that. So on this clip, this was, an episode of the Amin Ra Squad that took place several years ago, where basically, Supreme called in, Menkara called in, and I even think Oh God and Solar Mind were on the line on that. But basically, they called in and, blew up the whole operation that these guys were just basically Freemason, disinformation agents out here serving two masters. And when that whole thing was brought up, it put me in a position where, I knew I knew a lot of that stuff was foul anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a disagreement with all that shit from day one. But, I was trying to say the best thing that I could say at the time to get myself out of the situation. But what wound up happening was, I stuck with it for a while until I couldn't take it anymore, which is why, you had the second clip, with me, when I did the YouTube video or whatever, where I was talking about, how upset I was that, all this Freemason shit was going on and these niggas was out here kicking all this shit, just for the specific purpose of attacking and going at certain groups. And then we'll turn around and get upset when people, attack and go at their Freemason groups, which we already know are, part of this boule element. We already know they're part of this, grand scheme of black elitism and things like that, which is why a lot of these guys fleece low income and middle income African American families for money, and they do their little things, and just a lot of deception and things going on like that, which we'll get into on tomorrow's show. So, basically on the clip, they were getting exposed, and like I said, several weeks went by, and I was doing the best thing I could do in the situation until I just couldn't take it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and play the clip.
All right.
Niggas stuck in two worlds. Niggas. Hey, man, look around. You want to? You go to school. You try to be Let me say something, brother. I'm an ex-gang member going to school. I am too, and I'm still one. I'm a vice lord. So what? Listen though, let me get something correct, brother. Let me just tell you something real fast. The word Africa, the word Africa refers to a tribe. Hold on. Let me just say something. The word Africa refers to. No. You're not letting me talk, man. You're scared. The term Africa refers to a mulatto tribe that live in Algeria. That was referred to as the Africa tribe. Where you come from, you don't come from those people. Like the word. You don't come from those people. You come from West Central Africa. And with that being said, you're not one of those brothers of Algeria. So with that being said, when you say, are you African? You say, niggas didn't kill it with African. And if you ask them, they'll tell you, what the fuck is that? That was one specific tribe that lived in Algeria. That after yourself that said that after Africanus conquered, which was the Arabic tribe of Algeria. And he took on that title. Sahara. Nigga, I'm from Central Africa and West Africa. E1B1A7AY, and my motherfucker mighty cousin is L3F1B1. Nigga, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm a Bantu nigga. I ain't no Nilo-Saharan speaker. I'm not no Kushite speaker. Nigga, I come from the Congo, the Niger Congo, nigga. That's what the fuck I am. NBA. Who gives a fuck? And Mason. I used to be an come on, man. Stop playing. So what?
Alright. Hey, man, cut that shit out, man. You just got a bone to grind with my brother. I don't appreciate that, man.
Did you say something, or was that you in the video saying something?
Nah, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that because you ain't making no sense.
When the white man to tell him that.
Okay. I'm going to say something. Everybody, hold on. Hey, Proverbs, you want to say something? Proverbs, you want to say something, Proverbs? You want to say something? Y'all kind of reckless. Y'all kind of reckless with that white people shit. When y'all niggas drive cars, when y'all niggas wear clothes, when y'all niggas go to the supermarket, but y'all gonna look for me because you claim I'm a Mason. Y'all niggas crazy.
Get
a degree. Get a motherfucking degree. Yo, you old living glass houses should not throw stones. Why y'all not comfortable being a Mason? I am comfortable being a Mason. I am comfortable with being a African original Mason. As a matter of fact, the laws I belong to didn't get their charter from motherfucking England, silly. Nigga, we developed the charter. And you gotta go to Africa, nigga, and look at Armin Raw. You know what I'm saying? To be in this motherfucking order. You still that though, right? That's how you still that. Hold on. You still that though. No. But I'm not doing you shit. I'm telling you, nigga. I don't know what you stand on. I stand on my square. I stand on my square. Right? It can show you statues on the battlefield. Women. Listen. I stand on my square. And I can show you statues with males and females that stand on their square. Yeah, that's true. What you talking about? You're banned. You're banned for being foolish. You can no longer talk about Kim Mitchell banned. Black Ice. I am just Black Ice, Slinker for being fucking ignorant. Okay? The pyramids were built by Masons, those who build in stone. You have operative and speculative. Operation, building shit. So the first Masons on the planet were those who build the stone fucking structures. I'm not understanding. And then you had to have character. And so the idea of character in building comes from Africa. You build character and you build structures. Masons is based off of that. So you got European anthropologists, Egyptologists that went to Africa, okay, and stole information and became Masons. But they never could be Masons because they was never allowed into the lodges. Dr. Ben in his great work, Black Men of the Nile and His Family, clearly says that Karnak was the great lodge. So you on checkmate, Ben Kara. Get your shit right. And no one was in a white person lodge. No one has the Bible. First of all, no one has the Bible. Check this out. In my lodge, what is wrong with you, man, Kara? You fuck with the wrong individual. Let me go through the calls real fast. Hey, brother, come on, brother. You gonna say something stupid? You gonna say something stupid? Go ahead and say something stupid. No. I was gonna come with a solution, bro. And my solution is Carbon Radio versus Amara Squad of Masonry being Gaysonary in 2030. We can have that debate. Man, ain't y'all tired of losing though? You should do shit to win. I would do shit to win. That ain't even a big debate. I don't give a debate when I can bring statues. How is you gonna win that? You gonna talk about some white people. You got Masons in 2,800 BCE, like 10,500 BCE building pyramids, 250,000 years, right? The Silk pyramids. Niggas is building shit, building African shit. They wear the same motherfucking aprons. George Washington stand up there with a motherfucking apron. You know what, yo? Y'all niggas is crazy. No, I'm gonna call y'all the police now, yo. Nah, you like the police, yo, the police, they didn't come fuck shit up, yo. I'm gonna call y'all the police. These niggas the police, dog. I'm confirmed they're the police. I swear y'all the police, yo. I swear y'all gotta be the police, yo. Y'all gotta be the police, yo. Think about, yo, you got to be a damn fool, nigga. They want to have a debate about masonry? The oldest mason structure, stone, is mason. What is wrong with y'all niggas? Wow. Wow, y'all want to debate that? We can debate that. How you going to debate that?
My thing is, I mean, as far as, the rituals and whatnot and what goes on, I understand that it is some that are based on a model of King Solomon's temple and things like that. And then I understand that, there are other lodges or whatnot that set their rituals up a different way or whatnot. But, I mean, in general, I mean, I don't, necessarily agree with the idea of societies like that, but Masonry is probably more like a fraternity rather than, with a lot of the Illuminati hype artists out there try to make Masonry into, my cousin who I grew up with, side by side, he just recently became a part of a Masonic lodge, and he was telling me different things or whatever, whatnot. And, I had to give him a heads up that even the Masons are bogus, in the stuff that they practice and the stuff that they teach, as if they are giving you some type of light that was supposed to be hidden in the Bible and things like that. So, I mean, that's just my opinion about it. I mean, as far as Masonry being Gaysonry, I mean, I agree Masonry is Gaysonry.
That's it,
when you look at the development of it, the development of Masonry.
See, I still said at that time that Masonry was Gaysonry.
So,
go ahead, speak.
See, now, if you listen to that clip, and I didn't even know, like, that's the first time I heard that in 3 years. But even at that time, I still said Masonry was Gaysonry. See, so even though I was saying the best thing to get myself out of the situation, I didn't even know until now, after hearing that after 3 years, that I still said Masonry was Gaysonry. So that goes to show to everybody out there, I've never changed my position. Okay, and that was 3 years ago. So, yeah, I'm glad you got that on the record too. Go ahead, you can finish playing it.
That nigga say debate. I'm going to debate that. Debate that, brother.
We have to define what we're talking about here, because like the brother said, I mean, and then we have to get to the history of it. Like, where did this come from? Like, what is the end all be all of Masonry? And a lot of people say the end all be all of Masonry is that the black man is God. So if that's the case, then I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's a lot of things that are up for debate when we're talking about Masonry. It's a lot of things that you get into about Masonry. That's all I'm saying.
But Chris, I'm gonna let you go, Daddy. Hold on, because I know you're gonna get to the government. All I'm saying is, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? The Africans, these niggas, the Africans had lodges, man. They had orders. What the fuck is going on around this motherfucker? They had, right now in Ghana, when you get initiated, listen to the word initiated.
Right.
Initiated, you have to get initiated or installed into an African spiritual fucking system.
That's absolutely.
But you have orders, certain levels. That's where they got it from. That's where you get that fake ass Christianity from.
Yeah, I want to say too about the initiations into the African spiritual system. You know, now with these things, what they don't tell you is you got to pay thousands of dollars for these things, man.
To the African.
And a lot of them are just like, you know, a lot of them are just scams. You got people who like say that they're chiefs and, you know, they're experts on this, that, and the third, and they're really not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to keep that in mind too. Go ahead, you can finish the clip.
All right. Well, it's a pretty long clip once again, so.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything in the whole thing. The rest of it is, you know, basically him and Supreme going back and forth, and then Supreme finally saying it's Masonry, and then laughing, and then, you know, it keeps going, and then, you know, Unc gets mad and shuts the show off at the end. So that's basically the whole thing right there. But like I said, even at that time, I still said Masonry was Gasonry. So just to clarify my position, I still said the same thing, and I was mediating because I was trying to set that debate up for Supreme. So, you know, I'm glad you resurrected that clip. You know what I'm saying? I guess a lot of people didn't get a chance to hear that or whatever. So, you know, it's good. It's always good to you know, go back and get clarity on it, because, you know, I'm ready. You know, I'm gonna do some things here tomorrow, and, you know, just in the coming few months. And, you know, this is we basically, man, I mean, we basically, like you said, you know, like I know that's going on right now. We basically at a spiritual warfare right now. And, you know, a lot of these cats, man, they're gonna do everything they can to try to discredit the truth. You know what I'm saying? Even going as far as, you know, trying to tell people, you know, I'm crazy and shit like that. You had Ishmael Bay, you know, following me around with these little troll accounts, talking about I'm autistic and shit like that. So, you know, we just gonna do our best to fight against this propaganda, man, and this Freemason agenda and shit that's going on, man. So yeah, appreciate playing that clip.
Well, you know, hopefully people come through tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the whole clip and I'm gonna put it up. And, you know, anyone that's watching or listening now, you can watch or listen to the whole thing on my site pretty soon. I'll be uploading it. It's like 40 minutes long, so it's gonna take a little while, probably an hour to go up. But tune in tomorrow. You know, we're gonna be talking about everything the brother said we're gonna talk about. We're gonna leave one thing out though. Family, you know, is out, you know, so I'm just let that be known now, because I know people might get afraid of that or be trying to call me and talk to me.
Well, they already put my family in it, because the whole thing when Shanetta put that video up with him talking shit, he talking shit about my family. You see what I'm saying? So they already threw my family into it. So I mean, I'm at this point, I'm like, look, I got to defend me and mine. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. So what I would like to know is, do you still got that clip?
No, I don't got the clip. I don't got the clip. I don't got it.
Access to it at all?
Nah, I don't see. Nah, he took it down. He took, but that's already after it had, you know, a whole bunch of views or whatnot.
So,
and you know what I'm saying, niggas still trying to run my name in the mud. So it's like, yo, at this point, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You disrespect my family. You know what I'm saying? You say what you say about me. I mean, I
feel you. My thing is, you know, I don't like that, but I'm just asking now if you could put the name of the video or something out there, because, you know, we have people in the community that downloads and keep files of you know, things of that nature, and maybe they can resurrect that clip, even though they deleted it. Somebody might have it. So if you can, you know, inform the audience of the people out there what video or what clip you talking about.
Yeah, it was a video called "Message to Little Black Boys." It's still up there. It's still up there, but he took all that other part out where he talking shit about my family and me and shit, and you know, whatever he heard. Because that's another thing. I know Ishmael Bey is a snake, man. I know he snaked me. And them niggas, man, they whatever they said, you know, I mean, half of it. He did what he always does. He mixed half the truth with lies. So on it, some of the shit he's saying is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like some of the shit he's saying is true, but then some of the shit he's saying is lies and shit just to make me look bad and shit. And then talk shit about my family and then talk. So, I mean, the video out there, but the whole shit ain't out there full. But it was already, they already had, like, you know what I'm saying, 50,000 something views with this nigga talking shit about me and my family. So it ain't nothing like I'm the one that started this. Cause like I said, these niggas, they still doing the same shit. They still trolling me. They still sending me these little messages and little bullshit. So I ain't the one that started it.
Well, you know, I permit it. You know, that'll be between you and the people. You know,
I mean, yeah, you don't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
I'm gonna be unbiased, and I'm gonna let you tell your story without censoring anything out of it. So I just, you know, I was just trying to, but you know,
because I'm gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because he talking about, you know, he was talking about a situation I had with a woman. You know what I'm saying? A relationship I was in or whatever. I'm gonna say the whole situation. Because I know exactly, you know what I'm saying, I know, put it like this, I know through sources what type of conversations was going on amongst these people. And I know, you know what I'm saying, I got names and everything. And I'm just coming to the point where I'm like, look, man, it ain't, you know, I ain't going to keep letting people do this. I ain't going to keep letting people run out there and speculate on what's going on. So I'm gonna just tell everybody the full story. I'm gonna start at, you know, the situation with me and the shorty and all of that. I'm just gonna let all of that out because when, you know what I'm saying, when you got people out there doing that, hey, I'm gonna let it out. And I'm still gonna get up here. I'm still gonna talk about the boule. I'm still gonna talk about the Illuminati because that nigga did what he did to get a part of that and to get up in that circle. If he would have just stayed in his bullshit little lane and not said my name, then it would have been okay. But now I'm gonna put people out there, and like I said, if your name get brought up, then you know who to blame. You could blame Shawnetta TV, and you could blame him for everything that's been going on forever, man. You know what I'm saying? You could blame him for all the shit, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna defend me and mine. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what that's about.
Well, like I said, you've been a friend to me. I was trying to do my best to censor, but I guess, you know, no censoring will take place. You know, whatever you got to present, you ask for the platform. So like I do, I'm gonna give you the platform. You know, so tomorrow, 6 o'clock, people, you know, tune in and, you know, get an update on what's really going on with the brother Chris here. You know, as you know, he's a former member of the Amun-Ra Squad, and he said the community has been committing certain atrocities against him. So I think this is one you don't want to miss, you know. And with that said, we're going to sign out.
All right, peace.
All right, peace, y'all. Stay on the line, though. Stay on the line. We're going to sign out, though. Peace, y'all.